Hey everyone, it's Pastor Shane here at Evangel University in Springfield, Missouri. While here, I wanted to find some students and ask them how they manage the tension between hoping for the future and waiting for it to get here. Let's go find some students.
Like a stone, and I fell heavy into your arms.
I feel like one of the biggest callings that God has on my life, as cheesy as it sounds, is to be a wife and to be a mother. And I am convinced that I have found the man of my dreams, and he recently proposed to me. And I'm so excited, we're so excited for our future that's ahead of us.
Studying digital arts. I don't really know what I want to do with that yet.
Because I have to wait for confirmation on what I'm going to do, but I know that once I get that confirmation in his timing, it's going to be the best.
I have no idea.
When I'm waiting on God is I pursue more of Him. I get more into His presence.
For me, if I'm waiting on God, it depends on what I'm waiting about, honestly. Sometimes I get really impatient, and if I'm waiting on God for something that I'm really impatient about, sometimes I'll try and rush Him and kind of, I don't know, not yell at God, but just have a talk,
First comes to mind is trying to get some kind of idea of the full spectrum of patience, as it were. And I guess judging myself based on that, as how impatient I can get.
I just sit there and worry about what's going to happen, how is it going to happen, when is it going to come to me. My heart may not be ready in the place where God wants me to receive that. So what I do is I just get deep into worship, just talking about, I just tell Him how much I love Him, you know what I mean? I expound on that, and then I go deeper with that.
Because I have to wait for confirmation on what I'm going to do, but I know that once I get that confirmation in His timing, it's going to be the best.
Right now, one of my biggest prayers is that my family would maybe not necessarily support my decision, but at least support me in my decision to get married in my relationship. And the biggest thing that I want is for my dad to walk me down the aisle, and if that doesn't happen, I can't imagine what that day would be like. I'm in a place of desperation, basically just laying it out before God every day, every night. I feel like one of the things that I'm called to do as a Christian is to be in constant prayer, which is a huge struggle. I don't think that any Christian can go ahead and say that they've prayed too much, about a situation.
So much to learn from God. There's so much that He pours into our lives. So for me, looking at it that way, I love waiting, in the sense that there will always be something to wait for, and in that sense, there's always something to hope for.
Down, no